Welcome. Welcome everybody to what promises to be one of the most terrific networking evenings of the year. This is the 20th anniversary celebration of Princeton Project 55 in Chicago. And I want to just take a minute at the moment, at the beginning here, to say thank you to a few of the people who have made this possible, and then to ask a few people to come up and make very brief remarks. I don't think we're going to run much more than about a half an hour. So those of you who have speech fatigue, we will respect you. This has been made possible by all of the folks in Chicago who have been a part of Princeton Project 55 and the Public Interest Program for the last 20 years. We have some lead sponsors, Ariel and John Rogers. John, are you still here? John and Ariel have been supporters of Princeton Project 55 from the very beginning, 20 years ago. And we also want to thank the Princeton Club of Chicago. We have people from the Princeton Club of Chicago here, I hope. We have also. And then the various members of the Staines Family Foundation, who have sponsored fellows in North Lawndale throughout the years and have been generally supportive of the work of Princeton Project 55. Thank you to you all. And thanks to all the other sponsors as well. A special thanks to the host committee and of course the honorary co-chairs of this event, which you will find listed in your program. And they are, of course, Patrick Quinn, the Governor of Illinois, along with John Rogers, along with Mary Nelson from Bethel New Life. Mary, you're here someplace. And Dr. Quentin Young. Quentin, are you here? Our deep gratitude to all of you. Let me just take a moment to acknowledge that we've got a really mixed group here, and we should acknowledge the different sort of elements we're here. How many people here, raise your hands, are either current or past fellows from Princeton? As somebody who is completely dedicated to the city of Chicago and its well-being, I can't overstate the importance of having a constant influx of incredibly bright and energetic young people into our neighborhoods and our organizations. Thank you for all of the work to both current and past fellows. How about all of the community organizations and groups that have hosted or are thinking about hosting fellows? Who are you all? This is an effort which is a joint effort, which is a partnership between Chicago groups and Princeton University and now Northwestern University and the University of Chicago to open up the contributions of young people to the communities and the contribution of communities to the young people as well. Let me just isolate for a minute. I know this all comes out of Princeton, and that's where I first got involved with it. But how many people are here from Northwestern and the University of Chicago? I think that's one of the real measures of the success of this effort, that in fact it has spread to Chicago area institutions as well. So I'm going to introduce a couple people to say a few things about this wonderful event and the work of Princeton Project 55 in Chicago on its 20th anniversary. I want to also remind people that there will be a sort of national celebration of Princeton Project 55 at Princeton when the class of 55 this June has its 55th reunion, and people from all over the country are coming to Princeton to celebrate the work of Princeton Project 55. I think probably the strongest outpost of that work is in Chicago, I would say. But those of you who could make it in June to Princeton would be welcome at that event as well. Let me introduce, for a couple of remarks, a classmate of mine from Princeton University, a good friend, a and somebody who has really taken the reins at Princeton Project 55. One of the wonderful things to watch is how the class of 1955, John Fish and all of his colleagues, have been handing over the reins to younger classes, to younger people at Princeton and around the country. And I've been delighted to say that my class, the class of 1966 at Princeton, has been one of the classes to really take up that challenge. And the current president of the board of Princeton Project 55 is my good friend and former roommate in college, Dr. Bill Leahy. Dr. Leahy is on the medical faculty at Johns Hopkins University. Does some wonderful work there involving medical people in community work, and has really contributed both energy and imagination to the leadership of Princeton Project 55. Bill, welcome to Chicago.